Hello, Aquarians. Here's your reading for the next couple months. Things you may want to be aware of. Things that you may want to take advantage of. Stuff you may want to avoid. So what I have here is, it shows that you have been going through a rather dark time. A time of feeling overwhelmed, sad. You're tired. You're physically tired. There may be you may have been getting sick, or you're just sick and tired, and you're needing a break. You're really desiring a break. That break's coming because things are opening up for you. There is a renewed energy, especially emotionally, where your emotions are being revitalized, rejuvenated, reborn. New things coming. There's a relationship here being offered. I'm seeing a blockage though with the relationship. It may be you're oblivious to it. It may be that you just don't have time for it. I don't know what the blockage is, but it doesn't look like that you're going to be overly enthusiastic about pursuing it. It doesn't look like it's a bad relationship at all. It just looks like you have too much on your plate. What are you seeing?
Well, for starters, yourself, the self is out of balance right now. Okay, you feel very disconnected from yourself. The communication with yourself is not good. And part of this is coming from a financial burden or financial issue. Your finances are in their reversed and upside down position. So it's like, if it's not finances, then it's your physical, So there's another indication, especially with the self, because the self is actually sitting on top of this. As I'm thinking about it, I'm actually more inclined to say that there's a potential for illness, probably stress related. Because again, it's sort of an unseen type of thing rather than overtly like, oh yes, this is obviously finances. And again, it does have the body. So I would take cautions to make sure you're not like running yourself to death right now.
On the job front, it shows that one of two things is happening. Either you're being made an offer where you presently work, that they're wanting to promote you to a different position with more responsibility, probably more finance, or else there is an outside job opening coming that you're going to be offered. My sense is you need to take it under advisement and look at it closely, but it looks pretty good at this point in time. I get a sense that what is coming around the corner is where you're currently working. There's going to be a lot of sparring, a lot of strifeful energy, a lot of hurt feelings, inflexibility, chaos, and confusion. And you're probably going to need to get out of that situation. You're going to want to anyway, get out of that situation.
You won't have much choice. The rune I just showed is basically the tower card of the runes. So the universe is actually taking a hand here and is changing things. It will be, removing blockages. It will be removing things that are in your way. But a lot of stuff is going to have to go by the wayside in order for this to happen, or it's going to happen in order to get stuff out of the way. But yeah, you've got some pretty major changes coming in on that front.
If there were no right or wrong and no negative consequences, and you could do anything you wanted to do, what would that look like? And is what you're doing anywhere on that path, or are you just doing what you have to do to get by? And I'm not suggesting that tomorrow you walk in your job and go, this isn't what I want to do, I quit. That's not what I'm suggesting at all. But it's time to start going back to what your true bliss is, whatever that may be. Because my sense is you had started on that path at one point in time, but you veered off of it because of life's necessity. Having to earn a living, having to do what you need to do to get by. Well, now the time is coming where that path is opening back up. But you're war weary. You're tired, and so it's it almost feels too good to be true, and it's almost overwhelming.
Yeah. And, I would go back to, again, talking about the potential for an illness, because it's like two of the other runes, and they're on the other side of the reading here, but they're showing a really major energy leak, a really major energy leak, and also your strength is inverted. So it's like right now, I totally agree with what he's saying. It's like you're just weary. It's like physically, emotionally, mentally. It's like you've been running in your hamster wheel for so long that it's really kind of tiring you out, you know. And again, with that comes the warning of be cautious. Make sure that you're eating properly, that you're getting enough rest, that you're getting enough brain rest. Play some, allow yourself to get out and play. Um, do things that are going to help to relax this wound up coil that's in your head. And trust me, I know from wound up coils on one's head. I know things.
Mm.
Also, you may need to try to get in touch with your emotions a little bit better, because I think you've been maybe ignoring the warning signs that your emotions have been giving you. Okay. So there's kind of a need for you to tap back into that and be like, what am I feeling now? Do a reality check within yourself, because again, I feel that this is part of how you've gotten out of balance, is because you haven't been paying attention to the warning signs that your emotions are giving you. Okay. So I feel like that's something that you need to spend some time uh, getting back in touch with.
You're well protected between the Emperor, which is like wise counsel, and the world, which is like the womb of safety. But you're just not trusting it. You're not trusting the universe right now. It has your best interests at stake. And so, courage isn't absence of fear. It's picking up the fear and walking with it and moving forward. So don't stress out too much if you're kind of scared right now and panicky over these changes coming. Don't avoid them just because you're scared. You're going to miss a good opportunity. And I do believe too, as she said, when the Tower card and anytime comes up, it's not up in my reading, but it's up in hers, that you don't have a choice. The universe has heard your prayer and they're going to do it, and it's not going to be none too gentle.
Yeah. The wonderful thing that comes in after that, though, you have this combo of runes going on over here, and it's two different combos. One of them is coming out of darkness into light, and the neat thing about that is it's sitting on top of the rune that deals with the sun. So it's as if you've been in this very dark tunnel, and all of a sudden it's like this light just shines out for you, you know, and it's like this sudden clarity and this vision and this growth. Okay. So it's like where you've been feeling like, oh my God, what's going on? I'm so lost. All of a sudden it's going to be like, wow, I get it and I'm ready to go. Okay. So this is wonderful. The other thing that you've got is you've got growth coming in. Okay. You've got Berkana, and that deals with the cycle of growth. It deals with, bountiful outcomes. And sometimes there's a need for sacrifice. And I think that you're kind of getting that anyway because of the tower coming in. I think some things are going to have to move out of the way. But the thing is it's like if you can allow yourself to remain flexible, you know, and just sort of go with the flow, I think that things are going to turn out really, really nice, because again, this coming out of the dark into the light is just, it's really a neat visual in my head right now, because it's like you've been in this dark cave for like ever. And all of a sudden it's just like everything opens out. There's this beautiful valley. There's, beautiful sunlight, warmth, clarity, vision, everything coupled with growth, coupled with flexibility. I mean, this is just this part of the reading is fantastic. But you do have to go through the rest of the darkness in order to get to that light.
That's really all I'm seeing.
That about clears it for me. Again, I caution you, take pains to take care of yourself right now. Okay, I really do get a sense that there is a potential for you to get yourself so worn down that you could allow yourself an illness. So again, please take care of yourself. And while we're asking you to please do things, please like, subscribe, and ring our little bell. We'd appreciate it. Also, if you have any feedback, let us know. Are we doing good? Do we suck? We want to hear it. We really
That's
do.
right.
And for $50, we'll take the curse off.
That's right.
Kidding.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
It's actually 100. Okay, have a great night. It's been a
Have
pleasure.
a good night.